blinds are 40 and 80,000 now. Action on Sol Bergeron with King Queen of clubs.
Well, he picks up a nice hand in position here.
And he raises to 250,000.
Definitely going to want to attack the blinds from the button.
Over to Grant Levy with ace-6 of hearts.
Well, Grant Levy has been our most aggressive player here at the final table.
And he moves all in.
Certainly doesn't disappoint. Moving all in with ace-6 of hearts. Very aggressive play here, trying to pick up the chips right now without a fight. He wants Bergen to fold. Little does he know he's got him beat.
Call.
And he does call. So Grant Levy will be all in for his tournament life.
Well, you can see he's worried, just saying, well, just an ace. But hey, he's in front, 57% for the ace-6 of hearts. Bergen with king, queen of clubs, hoping to catch
Hold up just once, please.
face cards on the board.
The pot has 2.3 million in chips in the middle. On the right, you see our high roller champion, Eric Asadurian, here to cheer on his countryman, Grant Levy.
Let's throw the ace up, please. Thanks, man.
Well, the ace on the flop would be a really significant card because that would make it tough for Bergen to win.
And the flop is ace 10-8.
Well, unless it comes like this, he's flopped his ace, but you can see he says, wait,
Flop, that's what we want, yeah.
hold the applause, because Bergen has flopped a royal flush draw. He can catch a jack for a straight, any club for a flush, the jack of clubs for the best hand of the deck, the royal flush.
Sickening.
Grant Levy, sick to his
I
stomach.
think I'm a dog from you.
Well, he's not quite a dog, but it's just about 50-50.
Yeah, I think you are.
Nope, not quite.
6 of diamonds.
Grant looking very concerned, his tournament life at stake, and it's a king of hearts on the turn.
Well, this is another interesting card because now Bergen is drawing to a king, queen, jack, or a club. You can see Levy, he just can't stand it. Can't take it. This is torture.
Little red.
He's walked off the floor. He's now no longer near the table. He's in the crowd, is Grant Levy.
So many cards to worry about right now. Bergen feeling like, come on, anything. Give me anything here, and I'm going to win this pot and knock Levy out of here.
There is Grant's wife watching on. She's joined the posse. Nervous times, the river, a 7 of spades, so Grant Levy's aces hold up, and he will double up through Sol Bergeron.
And once again, action folded around to Galen on the button. King, jack of hearts.
14-5.
Since Bill Jam raised under the gun, I think we're most likely to see a call here. Certainly not a fold in position.
He does call. And Low the Mire with queen, jack of diamonds in the big blind will call as well.
Once again calling out of position. This time he's dominated.
It's also pretty short, playing 65 behind, but he flops Broadway.
Derp, he flops the nuts with a redraw to the super nuts. Also sometimes referred to as Ultimo.
Check, check. Hole on the button.
Other than Meyer, I don't know why anyone would want this pot getting much bigger.
Hole checks behind, and a 9 comes on the turn. This could be disastrous for Reynolds.
Hold on to your butts.
Meyer checks a second time.
Oh, this is terrible. This is like watching the opening scene of Cliffhanger. You just know something bad's going to happen.
Reynolds makes a delayed continuation bet of 27,500.
Galen has a pretty good hand with a pretty good draw, but he's probs noticing that for William to be betting into 2 people on this board, it's got to be a pretty strong hand.
Galen lets it go.
Disciplined fold.
Low the Mire. Moves all in.
Call.
William calls.
Wow. Wow, what a terrible turn. We need a pretty river.
He needs the board to pair.
You need a pretty river.
Think of Will's chips as that girl dangling from Stallone's grip.
He dropped her.
Such a silly turn.
It's been folded around to Mustapha Kanit on the button, and he's got aces.
You know, it only looks like he's dressed up. He's got shorts on under that.
Kanit raises. Ike, who came second in the 2007 PCA main event, jack 8 off.
And Mustapha's button raise will look less credible than a news story from realtruthernews.org.
Ike defends.
Very easy common defend for Ike.
Wow, what a flop. Top set for Kanit. Royal flush draw for Ike.
Pretty sick.
Action check to the pre-flop aggressor. Kanit continues for 125,000. He just calls.
I think it's probably because he's doing so bad against the king of clubs.
The turn is the 7 of clubs. Ike with the second nut flush. He is now a 77% favorite.
Strange board, strange situation.
Action's been checked to Kanit.
I mean, you got top set, but ugh.
He checks it back. The river's the queen of hearts pairing the board. That's a boat for Kanit.
That is a reassuring card. And this hand is about to be a mind melt.
590,000 in the middle. Kanit the effective stack with 1.4 million behind. Looks like Ike's betting for value. 450k.
Mustapha only need worry about a flopped royal and rivered quad, so my guess is he's going to be raising here all day, every day.
All in.
He shoves.
Ike is in a very interesting spot where he can only beat a stone bluff, and Mustapha's actually pretty dang likely to be sly in the family stone bluffing here.
It'll cost Ike half of what he's got to call.
You win.
Let's it go.
Show me the bluff. It'll be a lot of fun.
Don't do it! Or do. I don't know why I care.
There is Mercier with one bounty to his name and pocket kings.
Mercier has 2 European Poker Tour titles.
A raise to 1,700. A reminder, this is a shootout format. The goal is to win your table, which earns you $75,000 and a spot at the final table. Matt Glantz showed us a 7, and he's got something else we know. It's good enough to make the call. Over to Moneymaker, ace, king of clubs in the big blind.
Chris would just love to put another big title onto his resume.
Chris with 2 players already in the pot. A re-raise to 4,100.
You have 3 5K chips?
Mercier with the kings.
I'm all in.
Moves all in. He has both Glantz and Moneymaker covered. Glantz folds.
A call.
And a call from Moneymaker. Moneymaker at risk and behind.
He started the hand with almost 40 big blinds, and it looks like ace-king suited might be his last hand.
Jason Mercier in position to collect Moneymaker's bounty as Moneymaker exits the scene.
You should have to stay at the table. Brett Favre doesn't heave one up for grabs and run to the sideline and drink some Gatorade while waiting to see if it's intercepted.
All right, here we go. Chris Moneymaker awaiting his fate.
Maybe it's time for him to find a new line of work if he can't watch all in flops.
The flop is 10 trade jack 2 clubs. Wow! Moneymaker now favored with a royal flush draw and 1 overcard.
Yeah, Moneymaker might win the hand now. What, he's going to be out wandering the strip when he hits his royal flush in a moment?
Turn card, 8 of spades. Mercier dodges trouble. He's now favored to knock out Moneymaker.
Well, Chris now should be halfway to his car because he is about to lose this hand.
River card, queen of clubs. Are you kidding? A royal flush for Chris Moneymaker.
If you're going to win, that's how you win.
No, you stay at the table and watch your fate. That's how you win.
Action on super high roller newcomer Vitaly Lunkin. He folds. Ace-king suited for Juha Helppi. He raises to 4,000. And his fellow countryman Jani Sointola has aces. This will be a re-raise, a 3-bet to 12,000.
Now who's this handsome devil on the button?
Philip Sternheimer. He folds. O'Dwyer and Lemansky both fold the blinds. Action back on Helppi.
I'd say long gone are the days of folding ace-king suited before the flop, but I don't think they were ever here.
Helppi calls. He'll be first to act on the flop. And that flop is all clubs, the nut flush for Helppi.
What is the Finnish word for Yahtzee?
He checks. Sointola does not continue. A 4th club on the turn.
I don't love that check behind, even though he was losing.
Helppi checks a second time. Sointola checks again. And the royal flush on the river for Helppi.
That time I was a fan of him checking. Hard for him to get called by worse in that spot. This is a big hand for Helppi, but tough to get paid with it.
28,000 in the middle. And he bets small, 6,000.
The teeny tiny please call me bet. Help he may get called here, but I think him checking the turn may have been a mistake. It would have been the only way to build this pot and probably how a lot of folks would have played their bluffs as well.
Sointala calls. Time for Helpy to table the nuts.
The super nuts.
Royal flush. Pre-flop you have.
How is it that two fins get aces versus a royal and it's the smallest pot ever? If it was top pair versus a bluff, all of it would have gone in on the flop.